While touch input isn't absolutely necessary on a laptop, it provides an additional way to interact with the device and can sometimes make navigation easier and more natural. These days, there are tons of laptops with a touchscreen, including traditional clamshell models, 2-in-1 convertibles, and tablets with detachable keyboards. So to help you sort through all the available options, we've compiled a list of the best we tested. There won't be any MacBooks in this article because there aren't any MacBooks with a touchscreen. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 touchscreen laptop and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you. And as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5, Dell XPS 15. The best touchscreen laptop we've tested is the Dell XPS 15 2023. This 15.6-inch mobile workstation is one of the most popular laptops on the market, and for good reason. It provides an excellent user experience and packs plenty of processing power to handle demanding tasks. Its thin and light design makes it easy to carry around, and it feels incredibly well built. Thanks to its CNC machined aluminum chassis and carbon fiber keyboard deck, you can get this laptop with a 3.5K touch-sensitive OLED display. It produces deep, inky blacks and is suitable for color-critical work as it has full DCI P3 coverage. The keyboard feels great to type on, and the touchpad is large and responsive. Spec-wise, you can configure this laptop with an Intel Core i5, i7, or i9 H-series CPU. As for the GPU, you can get the base model with an Intel Arc, a 370M GPU if your work doesn't require a lot of GPU processing power, or upgrade to one of the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series GPUs up to a 4070. The NVIDIA GPUs aren't the fastest on the market as they run at a low TGP total graphics power of 40 dully, but they're still adequate for intensive tasks. Our only complaints are about the webcam and thermals. The webcam's image looks extremely underexposed, and while resolution isn't always the culprit for bad image quality, a 720 webcam still feels rather cheap on such a premium device. Lastly, the keyboard gets uncomfortably hot under load. The Dell XPS 15 is a great workstation. It's available with Intel 13th Gen H series CPUs and NVIDIA discrete GPUs, which are powerful enough to handle demanding workloads like video editing and 3D modeling. You can also do color work, as the 3.5K OLED display has full DCI P3 coverage. Its port selection is okay. You get 3 USB-Cs, 2 of which support Thunderbolt 4, so you get fast transfer speeds and multi-display support. There's also a full-size SD card reader, which is handy for transferring your photos and videos. The memory and storage are user replaceable, making it easy to upgrade later on. Unfortunately, the CPU throttles a bit under load and the keyboard gets uncomfortably hot. Number 4, Asus ZenBook 14 Flip. If you only perform light productivity tasks like text processing and spreadsheets, you can save some money with an ultra-portable, as you won't have to pay for performance you don't need. We recommend the ASUS ZenBook 14 Flip OLED 2023. This sleek 2-in-1 convertible feels incredibly well built and is easy to carry around. It has a gorgeous 90Hz OLED display, a comfortable keyboard, and a large touchpad with a built-in virtual numpad. It supports pen input and comes with an MPP Microsoft Pen Protocol 2.0 stylus, but there's nowhere to dock or attach the pen for transport. Performance-wise, its Intel 13th Gen CPU has no problem handling general productivity and more demanding workloads like photo editing and programming. Battery life sits around 8 hours of light use, so depending on your usage, you may need to plug it in for a quick charge to get through the day. The port selection is great. It has one USB-A, 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4s, and an HDMI. In addition to its excellent 1080 webcam, there's also a facial recognition eye or camera for quick logins. For fans of the 2-in-1 tablet form factor, get the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 2023 instead. You can detach the keyboard to save space or make the device easier to hold, and you can pop it back on when you need to type something out. The display supports pen input, although you need to buy the stylus separately, and the same goes for the keyboard. There's already a newer Microsoft Surface Pro 9, however, it's only a minor upgrade to Intel 12th Gen CPUs is more expensive. You can likely find a great deal on the Surface Pro 8 since it's an older device. Number 3. Lenovo Yoga 7i. Our best mid-range pick is the Lenovo Yoga 7 i16 2023, a 16-inch 2-in-1 convertible. This laptop sports a large 16-inch display, giving you plenty of room for multitasking, and since it's a 2-in-1, you can set the laptop up in tent mode for media consumption or use it as a tablet. There are two display options, an FHD Plus and a QHD Plus panel. We recommend the latter as it looks sharper and gets brighter to combat glare. If you like to draw or take handwritten notes, there's pen input support, and the laptop comes with a stylus included in the box. This laptop is available with Intel 13th Gen U and P series CPUs, which are plenty fast for general productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, video playback, and spreadsheets. The battery lasts around 12 hours of light use, even on a model with a QHD Plus display, and it charges quickly over USB-C. By the way, the USB-C ports support Thunderbolt 4, allowing you to transfer files quickly and connect up to two 4K displays at 60 Hz with a single cable. The webcam is decent. The image has a fair amount of details, but an unnatural tint and slightly washed out colors. The Acer Chromebook Spin 714 2022 is a good alternative if you want something smaller. It's super compact, and its battery lasts easily through a full day of light use. It also supports pen input and comes with a stylus that you can dock into the side of the laptop for transport. Unfortunately, there's no fingerprint sensor or facial recognition eye or camera. Also, you can install x86 Windows programs on Chrome OS, so you must ensure you can do everything through a Chrome browser or Android apps. This laptop is available with various Intel 12th Gen CPUs, however, availability is scarce because there's a newer 2023 version. Number 2. Lenovo IdeaPad 3. The best budget touchscreen laptop we've tested is the Lenovo IdeaPad 315 in 2023. At around $500, you can get a model with an AMD Ryzen 5 5500U CPU, 8 GB of memory, and 256 GB of storage. The Ryzen 5 5500U is 2 generations behind AMD's latest mobile CPUs, but it's still plenty fast for general productivity tasks like web browsing, video playback, text processing, and spreadsheets. If you can stretch your budget slightly, we recommend upping the memory, as it'll give you more headroom for heavier multitasking. Battery life sits around 9 hours of light use or 8 hours of video playback. The display is a 15.6-inch 1080 panel. It gives you enough space for multitasking and gets bright enough for use in most settings. The keyboard feels tactile, but it may cause some fatigue over time as the keys require a fair amount of force to actuate. As for the touchpad, it's small, but reasonably responsive. Unfortunately, you can't use the USB-C to charge the laptop or connect an external display, and the HDMI port only supports HDMI 1.4 standards, limiting the output resolution to 4K at 30 Hz. The Lenovo IdeaPad 315 is decent for school use. It feels well built, it's easy to carry around thanks to its thin and light design, and its battery lasts easily through a typical school day. The display provides enough space for multitasking and gets bright enough for use in most settings. However, the touchpad is small, and the keyboard can be fatiguing over time. Its AMD Ryzen CPU and integrated graphics can handle most student workloads, but they aren't ideal for graphically intensive tasks like video editing. Number 1. Lenovo Chromebook C340. If you want to spend as little as possible, get the Lenovo Chromebook C340 15 in 2023, a 15.6-inch model. Despite its wallet-friendly price, this 2-in-1 convertible is easy to carry and feels well built. It's available with an Intel Pentium Gold or Core i3 CPU, both fast enough to provide a smooth experience on Chrome OS. The downside is that you can only get a maximum of 4 GB of memory, so you'll experience some stutters if you have many applications or Chrome tabs open simultaneously. Battery life is outstanding at around 12 hours of light use or 8 hours of video playback. The display looks decently sharp and provides plenty of space for multitasking. However, like most budget laptops, it doesn't get very bright and looks washed out. Washed out colors aren't a problem if you only look at text documents, but if you're consuming media or are used to seeing higher quality panels, like on an Apple iPad, you'll likely notice it more. Port selection is okay. You get one USB-A, 2 USB-Cs, an SD card reader, and a headphone jack. The USB-C ports support video output and charging. If you're new to Chrome OS, know that this operating system is limited in the type of applications you can install, so you must ensure you can do everything through a Chrome browser or Android app. Another thing to remember is that Chromebooks have an expiration date at which they stop receiving updates. The C340's end of life is June 2025, which is unfortunate, but not too bad for a cheap device. The laptop will continue working after. You just won't get any updates.